All right, guys, this is very nostalgic for me. So, I got this phone that was, in theory, my first phone that I've ever used, at least smartphone wise, and well, phone wise. So, before I start reviewing this thing and start showing you all the features, I guess we'll start booting it up here, right? Let's see. Uh, yeah, a Samsung Galaxy Young. Man, that's nostalgic. So, let me um, I guess explain. So my mom had like a spare phone that she used since we go to Mexico like every couple years or every year. Oh, I booted up. We we always she always had like this phone. It was like a as like a Mexican phone. For her it cost like $100. But yeah, we had it, and it died eventually, and it is what it is. But I would sometimes like sneak this phone into like school and stuff, because I never was able to get a phone, and my parents, they didn't have enough money to get me a phone. But like seeing this thing now, like being like just feeling this old Android is crazy. My light is getting in there. So let me look at the specs real quick. So here's the box. Now mine was not a metallic gray as it says down here. Mine was just like a pure black, like, glossy back. But I couldn't find any of these. Like these are like super rare. It seems like they're nowhere. And it looks kind of weird. But it was just glossy back, and it was all black. So that's that. And let's see the specs. So this phone is like 10 years old now at this point, from 2011. So UMTS. Whoa, look at those bandwidths and stuff. I don't know why this is so important. I mean, back then I guess it was important, because I guess they didn't have any good features. They were like, oh, we'll just throw this shit in. So the LCD display, 76.2 millimeters. Jesus Christ. 2 megapixels for the front facing FF. That's a rear camera. I don't know what that means. And then TouchWiz for Android, of course. Social Hub and GPS. Holy crap! This back then was like top of the line specs, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, there's the box with 4 gigabytes of a micro SD card. Yeah, fun fact: the original one I had all the like a pin, I guess, bent for the micro SD card, so we can never like download or like use the camera. So it was just a shitty phone overall. But yeah, and that's the box as far as I'm concerned. It was brand new when I received it. I mean, it had like tape on it, but got your chargers. I don't know what country this is from though, because it looks like a European nation, because it has this fucking charger. I don't know what that, but whatever. It's still the same. It's still English. So let's go through the phone here. So obviously, we got our nice metallic gray, and then we open the back here. God damn it. This is hard prying these fucking things off here. I don't know what memories this thing brings, like good or bad, but it's like a combination of both. So we got obviously your battery, and under we got the SIM tray, which there's nothing in there because it uses the bigger SIM cards. And over here we got our micro SD card, the one I was talking about. And that's it. I mean, there's not much crazy stuff happening here. Crazily enough, you got a headphone jack. Oh boy, that's a feature now. But yeah, this phone is like brand new. Like it had like the seal. I don't know if these phones are rare or not, but like they're not selling that much. Like this was the only one listed that resembled the older one. So here we are. Now for size comparison, because I know you can't really compare this too well. Let me see what I can find that would, I guess, compare. So here I got my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I know you guys don't have these larger phones. Let me move the camera up here so you can kind of see it. Oh, okay. There's a better comparison there. I mean, like, it's just ridiculous. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. It's all messed up. My phone's all messed up. That's really the only like size comparison I could really make. It's just so tiny. Like, there's just no way, someone in the right mind would use this. But believe it or not, I did. I would use it sometimes. In middle school, they would let you use your phone like during class to like, you know, if you needed like to look something up, and like all these kids had like fucking like iPhone 6s and 5s and fucking 6 pluses and all that shit, and I had this shitty Samsung phone. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it got, you know, something done, but it was so complicated. Let me show you why. So let's go to internet here, and well, sadly, Play Store would not let me log in for whatever reason. I'm guessing the server is just done for it. We do have YouTube on here, but it's dead. You know, I retried it. I can't update it because I'm not on YouTube. We have Bluetooth though. I wonder if I can connect AirPods on this damn thing. This would be so interesting. Let's go to internet, because that's like the only internet thing that works here, and it barely works. So look at the keyboard here, like, so, okay, fuck, what am I gonna type? God damn it, I'm trying to figure this out. What should I look for, guys? Can I get Spotify on this fucking thing? No, wait. I'm trying to open up Chrome. These phones didn't come with Chrome. Chrome App K. Let's see if we can get that. See if we can download that. This is fun. Like, phones didn't have like the, you know, the other button. So this is like a fax button where you can just kind of like do other things here. I forgot what that button was called. God damn it, it was like multitasking button or some shit. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about though. Let's see if I can do anything on this. Like, I mean, like, it loads up and everything pretty well. It does its job decently, actually. You'll be surprised. What is this? Yeah, this thing is just broken. Like, ugh. You know, this is what thing would have been cool for like cheating in class if you had like fucking data on it. And like, you know, like, I know it's so inefficient. Well, I wish they could do like a re-release of this thing, but they actually had like no bezel, so it was like a nice bigger phone, like, you know, without all this bezel and just this little screen. That'd be pretty cool. Because, you know, I dig big phones, but sometimes they're just too big, man, you know. What is this? We can't, okay, we got like updates here, but God, we're gonna have to go back to like the 2011 updates that don't exist. Oh well, let's try the camera out, right? So of course you don't have any front-facing camera as far as I'm concerned. It's just sensors and crap at the front. So you're gonna have a rear camera, and there we go. It's lit. Oh God, I'm sorry that the light's getting in the way. Oof, that is rough. But I mean, you'll be surprised how responsive this thing is. I mean, for what the age it is, you know. What other features should I show off on this phone? So obviously a lot of the features don't work because they're just so outdated. This is running what Android is this running? Right, I can't go to settings through here, I forgot. Sorry, I'm too used to that new Android experience. Where's the settings here? Okay, here they are. So as far as I'm concerned, what is it? 2.3 status, what is that? No. Yeah, here it is. Android version 2.3.6. Jesus Christ. The latest version that Google and YouTube uses, I think it's like 4.0 and up. So this is way, way out of date in terms of, you know, anything. Here's the kernel version 2012. This is Gingerbread. Wait, can I do that thing where... Yeah, I can. That's so cool. Dude, this is bringing so many like memories back. It brings me back to like, you know, a couple years ago, because this wasn't that long ago, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's just crazy to me, you know, how fast we move on. Like, I started off from this. Let me show you the list of phones that I used, not the ones I owned, because that's completely different, because I was fucking poor. I'm still poor shit, but let me show you. Here's the lineup. I got them. Now these are obviously not all the phones I've used. I've used way more after this, but yeah, so I went to middle school, what, I gotta say, it was probably like around 2014. This is probably around like, god damn, that was even longer, 2013 maybe. So these phones were still relatively fresh, right? I mean, this phone was relatively fresh. So then I ended up inheriting my dad's S3, which was complete jack shit. This isn't the original. This is one I purchased with fucking flowers on the back. But I ended up using this one in high school, like 2 years in high school, when I was able to buy my own phone. This is a J3, one of these crappy phones. God, it's abused. And I only used it for a couple months too. I think like maybe 1 or 2 months or 3. And then it's like the back button went out and it was just garbage. After that, I started getting flagship devices, but like this is what I leveled up from. Like it was just bad. And like, you know, this S3 isn't like from like, you know, when it released a couple, like, you know, I got it years after it released. So this is like, I'm talking 2016, 2017. You know, the phone at this point is like 5 years old at this point, you know. So obviously that, you know, it isn't like the best in the lineup, but these bring me back memories that I'll never forget. You know, it's something that you're like, oh man, like, you know, I remember going to class with these fucking phones, even though like these kids had like iPhone 8s and fucking Samsung S8s and shit. I was stuck with an S3. And like where I'm at now is so cool, like how it just went up in levels. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. But yeah, this is what I went through. But this is like the first original phone that I ever, in theory, touched and used that was like touch screen and everything. And it's just, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I think I overpaid it. I paid like 70 bucks for this phone. I might have been joking. 70 bucks plus like $4 shipping or something, or taxes. I don't remember. It's expensive, right? It's very expensive, especially for what you're getting. You're obviously not going to get anything out of this, you know. But I think it's still a pretty cool piece to have in history, you know. I don't know. It's like, especially because nowadays you don't see these. I don't see these. Like, I went to go look for listings and they had none of these. And like, I mean, it's crazy. But like, it's just such an interesting thing. You know, it also sucked that it didn't have any flash on it, which, you know, I would have been like really cool, because sometimes you go in the dark and something, you want to turn on the flash, you don't have it. We do have Bluetooth, which is interesting. I might try to test that in the next video, but yeah, this is just me, I guess, showing off my $70 purchase. I don't know if it's a stupid purchase. I wouldn't think so. You know, nostalgia just works some weird wonders, but whatever, we're not talking about you guys. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below, what was your first phone, I guess, that you ever used? Like I said, not the one that you know, ever owned, but ever used. That's always interesting. And man also mentioned the one you ever owned. Like I said, the only one I ever owned was a Samsung J3 Emerge. This is the first one I ever bought with my own money. It cost me, I think it was like 50 bucks. I'm not even joking. This is like a Boost mobile phone, so it's a prepaid phone. I was so excited when I got it. It's like, it was already like a year old at this point. It was super outdated, but I was so happy. And my mom had one of these, so at the time, so you know, it was so cool to have it. And you know, I got rid of it within like 2-3 like months, you know, after I realized that it was just so crappy. Like, it just couldn't handle any workload, and there was just better deals out there that I wanted, and you know, different phones I wanted to try. And after that, I started just going to higher end phones, eventually getting my way to a Note 20 Ultra. But it was honestly a very interesting journey, and I'm just so glad to just, you know, that it happened like this. You know, I wouldn't want it any other way. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.